In the annals of human history, few empires have matched the grandeur of Rome. It ruled over a vast expanse of territory spanning 3 continents for nearly 1,000 years. Rome was an empire of unmatched military power, architectural brilliance, and political sophistication. Yet despite its dominance, it ultimately crumbled. How did this seemingly invincible empire fall? Was it due to barbarian invasions, economic collapse, or the moral decay of its people? Today, we'll unravel the fascinating and complex story behind the fall of one of history's greatest civilizations. At its height in the 2nd century CE, Rome was the epitome of power and prosperity. The empire stretched from the windswept hills of Scotland to the sands of the Sahara, and from the Atlantic coast of Iberia to the deserts of Mesopotamia. Its population exceeded 50 million, a staggering number for the ancient world. Rome's roads, aqueducts, and monumental structures like the Colosseum symbolized its unmatched engineering expertise. The empire's military was the backbone of its success. Roman legions were disciplined, well-trained, and equipped with advanced weaponry. They didn't just conquer territories, they built roads, forts, and cities, ensuring a strong administrative grip over their vast empire. Yet even in this period of unrivaled dominance, the seeds of Rome's downfall were quietly being sown. Historians often point to the 3rd century as the beginning of Rome's decline. Known as the Crisis of the 3rd Century, this was a turbulent period marked by internal strife, economic instability, and external threats. Over 50 emperors rose and fell within a mere 50 years, many meeting violent ends. This constant turnover destabilized the government and weakened central authority. The economy also began to falter. Rome's vast conquests, which had once brought in a steady flow of wealth, started to dry up as expansion slowed. Meanwhile, heavy taxation burdened ordinary citizens, and inflation soared as the empire debased its currency to fund military campaigns. Externally, new threats loomed on the horizon. Germanic tribes, such as the Goths and Vandals, began probing Rome's frontiers. Meanwhile, the Sassanid Empire in the east emerged as a formidable rival, challenging Roman dominance in the region. In 285 CE, Emperor Diocletian made a drastic decision to address the growing challenges. He divided the Roman Empire into 2 halves, the Western Roman Empire with its capital in Rome, and the Eastern Roman Empire, with its capital in Constantinople, modern-day Istanbul. The division was meant to make governance more manageable, but it also highlighted the growing divide between the 2 regions. The East, with its wealthier cities and stronger economy, thrived under the protection of its well-defended capital, Constantinople. The West, on the other hand, faced increasing economic hardships, political instability, and external pressures. This split set the stage for the eventual collapse of the Western Roman Empire, while the Eastern Roman Empire, later known as the Byzantine Empire, would endure for another 1,000 years. One of the most significant factors in Rome's fall was the relentless pressure from barbarian tribes. By the 4th century, groups like the Goths, Vandals, and Huns were pushing into Roman territory. The situation reached a critical point in 410 CE when the Visigoths, led by Alaric, sacked Rome. For centuries, the city had been the heart of the empire, a symbol of Roman might and civilization. Its fall sent shockwaves throughout the ancient world and marked a turning point in the empire's decline. But why were the barbarians so successful? Part of the answer lies in Rome's overextended and weakened military. Years of corruption, civil wars, and economic strain had eroded the once mighty legions. To compensate, Rome began hiring barbarian mercenaries, men who were often more loyal to their tribal leaders than to the Roman state. While external invasions played a major role, Rome's fall was also driven by internal decay. The empire had grown too vast to manage effectively, and its complex bureaucracy became increasingly corrupt and inefficient. The moral fabric of Roman society also came under scrutiny. Some contemporary critics, such as the historian Edward Gibbon, famously argued that the empire fell due to a decline in civic virtue and moral discipline. According to this view, the Romans became complacent, indulging in luxury and excess while neglecting their duties to the state. However, modern historians are more cautious about attributing Rome's fall solely to moral decline. Instead, they point to a combination of political dysfunction, economic struggles, and military setbacks as the real culprits. The death knell of the Western Roman Empire came in 476 CE, when the last Roman emperor, Romulus Augustulus, was deposed by the Germanic chieftain Odoacer. This event is often cited as the official fall of Rome. However, it's important to note that the empire's collapse was not a sudden event, but a gradual process that unfolded over centuries. Even as the Western Empire crumbled, the Eastern Roman Empire, or Byzantine Empire, continued to thrive. Constantinople remained a beacon of Roman culture and learning, preserving much of the empire's legacy for future generations. The fall of Rome is a cautionary tale of how even the mightiest empires can crumble under the weight of their own ambitions, mismanagement, and external pressures. Yet, Rome's legacy endures. Its legal systems, architectural innovations, and cultural achievements have shaped the modern world in countless ways. As we reflect on the rise and fall of this ancient superpower, one question lingers. Could it have been prevented? Or was the fall of Rome an inevitable consequence of its own success? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating historical insights on Izzy Facts.